Agent update call. Got some notes here so I can go through this pretty quick. I'll put them up on my screen here. We're just getting over to YouTube, then we'll get going. Here so I can go. Okay, there we are. We're on YouTube. We're on Zoom. Here we are. All right, everybody. Hey, listen, appreciate all of you for your attendance this past week at our events. The attendance is up, up, up. Congratulations to all of you. If you're brand new to DAC, welcome. We're glad to have you. This is your first agent update call. We're glad you're here. What we do here is obviously give updates to the week. Sometimes we give pro tips and then we take questions. Our support department's here to take questions, and I'm here to take questions, and our leaders are here to take and ask questions and give comments. So this is a great community event. It's almost like a community get together in your local training office. If you had an office, this is the Wednesday update. So, wanted to go through a few things with everybody. Number one, we did a BizOp overview live Tuesday night. It is now recorded and in your website for the new Partner With Us page. We also did a new onboard training, and that is also live in your Agent Resource Center. So when someone new joins, that's what they see now. We're going to be doing another BizOp overview Tuesday night at 7:30 Eastern time. Okay, we're doing another one this Tuesday live, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So it's an opportunity again for guests to come out. We will not be following that one with an onboard training. The onboard training is recorded, but we will be doing another live BizOp overview 7:30 Tuesday night. So what you want to do is you want to use these events to promote that the founder of the company is doing a presentation. We'll have some other people speaking as well. It's better than seeing it in recording because now you can ask questions. So use this event between now and Tuesday. It's called Recruit to Invite. So anyone you introduce now, you remind them that Tuesday we're doing another live presentation at 7:30, and they have an opportunity to bring out guests. So anyone you recruit tomorrow can bring people Tuesday. Anyone they recruit Sunday can bring people Tuesday, etc. And then, of course, your team, it's like game day. Tuesday's game day is all the pent up enthusiasm and promotion comes into that day. All right. So just wanted to make sure you were aware we are doing that again this Tuesday live at 7:30 p.m. Great efforts, everybody. Great work. I talked about the BizOps live, the onboards live. We did a couple of AI videos that we put up on the YouTube page. We encourage you to refer them to people. We're getting answers or we're getting responses to those. The scripting in it is very much solving the problem of business funding using the platform. And of course, there's some income opportunity ones as well. If you share those, make sure you put your website link in the comments, okay? Because naturally the video doesn't have a link to your website in it. So you want to make sure when you share that, you put your links in the post or in the comments, okay? We are also doing, we have an internal sales team. We call them the concierge team that welcomes every new client to the company and every new agent to the company. Our support team is introducing and calling all the agents and welcoming them aboard. It's a lot of time investment, if you can imagine. If you called every new person who started in your team personally, you can imagine how much time you are spending. They're doing that. I don't know how long we're going to continue doing it. We're measuring how effective, whether that creates an effectiveness. We're getting great feedback, but that doesn't necessarily mean it translates into performance bump. Everything we're doing is trying to help the agents who join, and we encourage all of you as the enrollers to do the same. And we know the LMS as that goes live will help get more qualified agents on the backside of the join process. We understand that, but until that's live, we're doing it more manually. So we're asking you to walk through, make sure they've watched the onboard training, the funding training, and if so, then they're more equipped, obviously. And then the real learning takes place when they're having conversations, right? When they're actually speaking to people about the service. Now, so know that we are sending out emails to clients. We've had some agents say, hey, we don't want you reaching out to our client. They're concerned that we're taking the client. We got a client yesterday, as an example, that we had to search 4 years ago to find out who referred that client 4 years ago. And so if you refer a client and no one else has referred them since, and we go market to them and get them, you're getting credit for it. So don't think that our outreach is in replacement of you. It's in addition to you. And you will get credit for those clients. All right. So if you see any marketing we're doing, be grateful, be thankful. The only reason I could see someone not being happy about that is if they want to take that client elsewhere outside of DAC, or they don't want to have us referring them because maybe they want to do something else with that client or get them some other offer or something. I don't know why someone wouldn't be thankful that we're out doing outreach unless they were concerned about us stealing that client. So we want you to know when we're reaching out, we're reaching out on your behalf. Your agent ID is in our records, so we know who the agent is. It may be coming from the inside support team, the emails, but that tells us that's already in our system, right? That already tells us there's another agent who referred that, and we're going to find out who that agent is. All right. So just know that they may not be clicking on your link, but anytime they click on the inside support team, we know manually we got to go check who that agent was who referred them in the past. So know that, okay? They're not being stolen by anyone. And I just wanted to, we've said this a few times, but every week it needs to be reminded to people that we're on your team, we're helping you out, referring other reaching out to them and helping them. And if we move them into payment processing or something, you're the agent of record. All right. Those are the only updates I have for the week. The numbers are up, recruiting numbers are up, business funding applications are up. Everything's moving in the right direction. The platform. It's a lot easier to refer a platform than be a funding agent. That's what we're learning. It's a lot easier to talk to people about the most convenient way to get funding than just funding. And so if you didn't watch the video that was put up on YouTube yesterday, which in 46 seconds goes through the benefits of our platform over regular funding. And if you didn't watch the BizOp overview last week, where we talk about the business funding industry, followed by the alternative funding industry and the needs for that, followed by the need for the platform, because there's not one alternative funder best for all. If you didn't watch that, watch that. That is our competitive advantage. That articulates our competitive advantage. So go back and click on your Partner with Us page and watch that video. Watch how we cover that platform. Start getting that into your language. That's very, very effective. It's better than just talking funding, because obviously we're funding, but we're the most convenient and best way to attract that funding offer. All right. So keep hanging on to that. We're going to spend more and more time around that marketing and the messaging of that. So make sure you see that. Share those videos, give them a try. The video that has referred more people for me recruiting wise over the last 2 weeks that I've done, because I put up 3 or 4 videos, is the one where I'm sitting in a car just talking. And I think I shared the other day, I did that video for Wade. I said, Wade, I got some thoughts. I'm going to record this and send it to you. And I decided just to post it instead of sending it to him. I was driving and I couldn't send it real easy. It wasn't uploading. So I'm like, I'm just going to upload it to YouTube. YouTube will take it and then I'll forward it to him. And next thing we know, I put it on my Facebook page and it got me 3 new team members and people who've seen our other stuff. So you never know what message is the one that resonates most. I feel like we're saying pretty much the same thing every time, but we modify it a little bit here and there. And sometimes it just resonates more. Unedited, raw videos seem to outproduce the fully edited corporate packaged videos. I don't know if it's just the world's changed and we're in, social world now. So people like portrait size videos. They like, not portraits, but whatever the long version, I guess. Yeah, that's portrait. And, they'd rather see that unedited. Even AI videos, they know they're AI and they're okay with it because it's a speaking message. It's speaking the same thing you text them in words, but it's speaking it. It just makes it a little more interactive. All right, that's all we have for you today. Going into next week, we want to promote for Tuesday night. Between now and Tuesday, we got all weekend to do so. That's it for now. I'm asking now if anyone has any questions about anything at all, let me know. I do want to say that I put up a post yesterday in the Facebook page about how to do email marketing. If you didn't see that, go look for it, tag it, comment about it. Anytime something's commented on, it moves to the top of our Facebook page, moves to the top. All right. So if you've got, if you see something there you like, comment on it. Don't just like it. That doesn't move it. Put a comment, tag some people in your team because I see so many people email marketing not doing what that says. And I post it there and I'm like, this is what people need. And two people comment. And then it just drags down to the bottom and they don't see it. So, and then the other stuff that people don't need to really be seeing stays on top. How do you get leads? Stuff like that stays on top instead of real impact making posts. So, comment on the good stuff, like the good stuff, and keep that room. Come in and participate in the Facebook room. Participate in the Facebook room. It's not your support department, it's an encouragement room. It's an encouragement room. So it's training tips and encouragement more than anything. So go there, go there, go there. And by the way, that email training is in the business funding training. So it's not like it's the only place to get it is the Facebook page, but it's a great reminder for people to see how easy this business can be. All right, let's go to the comments or questions. I see Wade Cordell's got his hand up. How you doing, Wade?
How you doing?
Well, beautiful, buddy.
Hope you're feeling better, buddy.
Hanging
Listen,
in there.
I just want to do a shout out to both Nick and Matt Dehame. Let's start with Nick. It is such a pleasure working with brokers that really keep up with their clients over weeks and years. And Nick has been such a blessing to work with on. I mean, several of his clients wanted me to do bump ups and all that, and Nick's been instrumental in helping make that happen. But and as far as Matthew, hey Matt, great job. He had a client over a year ago, well, right at a year ago, I think April, and we offered him out $300,000 or $400,000 then, and they didn't take it. This morning at 5:30, her time in California, we had a conversation for about 45 minutes. I got every document possible. The only thing I don't have from her is her blood type and all that. But I got everything, and Matt knows when to stay out of things and when to get involved. But he is that it was instrumental that he kept staying involved with this lady over the last year. And this thing could turn into anywhere from a 650 to $1 million funding. Could be done today, and maybe not. But hey, we got a great shot at it, a better shot than we had the last time. And she 100% is not going to look anywhere else but us. Saying that, I wanted to say this too. I get calls from different brokers, David, and they're concerned that I'm not putting them in the middle of the what they call the close, and what I call is really me giving information and exchanging information. Well, the real bottom line is there are 37 states or so. I wouldn't want them on the call with me. And number two, most because I don't know what they're going to say. I know what I can and can't say in those states, David. And then there's some that when they get on, they're going to. I've had this happen a couple of times, and I just don't want to repeat it. So that's why I don't invite them on. And some I want to come on and listen for training, which is great if you don't say anything. But I already had them to the final line, and all of a sudden that agent broker says, "Well, wait, can't we get them a line of credit?" And boy, that just opened up a wound. I mean, they could not possibly even be approved for a line of credit, or I would have already had that on the table. But anyway, most of the brokers with DAC are so professional. But I just thought I wanted to highlight these two guys
Yeah.
and let you know that what a pleasure it was.
That's awesome, buddy. Thanks for reaching out and highlighting Nick and Matt, two great pros with us, and have been for years. And I'd love to get them more involved in some of our corporate events that we're doing as well, to be faces of the company and be promoters. Thank you for mentioning that, by the way. And I would just encourage everybody when it comes to being on the calls with Wade. I don't get on the calls with Wade, and I know it could be a training experience, but my job is to get them to the marketplace and to understand and then build the relationship. Matt and Nick build the relationship with their clients and keep the relationship live. And if I feel a need to be in on the call to make sure my customer's taken care of the right way, I should not be representing DAC. You need to believe in the DAC team, or don't even talk about us to people. Get your belief level. I remember, in Matt's first week in business, we had a three-way call, me, him, and Wade, right? And he was ready to rock and roll then. And he wanted to make sure that he was representing a company he could believe in. Once you know, and hopefully on these calls, you can ask questions, and you want to ask questions about anything. There's nothing off limits here. We want you to know us. We want you to believe in what we're doing. We want you to stay focused on the main thing. The main thing we have to do is market. Main thing DAC is a marketing company. Bank Breezy is a funding platform. Bank Breezy's got a team of people who are really good at communicating with your clients on funding and finding the best offers for the funding and dealing with relationships with the funders. And we moved to the front of the line with our funders because of that. We've got funders who've offered to buy our company, who want to partner with us. They want what we have. They want to either buy in or buy us. And we're not going out looking for that. It's just people recognize what DAC is, what Bank Breezy platform is, and they want first movement on all of us. You guys, if you can stay focused on the marketing and the team leadership, focus on your team. You're in the agency business, right? That means you don't have to worry about what happens when someone files a claim on your car if you're marketing auto insurance. You just want to make sure the customer's happy. You don't have to worry about any of the other stuff, who's fixing the car, who's, rebuilding the engine that got damaged in the accident. You're the insurance agent. You take care of the customer and you build other agents, right? It's relationship business. That's what you want to focus on. Now, it's not saying you can't be on a call if your client wants you on the call, but like Wade said, please zip it. Just zip it. If it comes to anything that has to do with the terms or cost, or couldn't we get them this or couldn't we get them that, just know this: Wade is bringing the best offer, the best available things. He's not saying they got declined by 12 places. He's not saying we already tried 3 line of credits and they said not a chance. And do you want him to have to say that on the phone when we're moving in the right direction? So we're always trying for preferred funding. We're always trying for line of credit. We want all the options when we come to the table. So by the time Wade gets to the table, he's already knows what he can and can't do. And so if it's there, it's going to be mentioned without you reminding Wade to mention it. Right. So just know that. And I guess the better, I'm glad, Wade, you mentioned that. And this is not to chastise anyone who's wants to be on there and helping their customer. I have the same passion, but I've learned the best way I can help them is just promote and build my relationship with them and tell them, hey, the experts know what's best for you. Talk to the expert about it. They can help you in ways that I can't. Well, you own the company, Dave. Yeah, I know, but I'm not the expert when it comes to this funding. I'm telling you, the people who talk to you, they're the ones talking to all the underwriters. Just keep it that simple. All right, thank you, Wade. We've got a couple more. I see.
Yep, we had
Harlequin
Harlequin was
got her hand.
first. Yep.
Yeah,
Go ahead, and unmute.
Harlequin. Thank you, McGuire.
Hey, David.
How
Happy
are you?
Friday.
Thank you.
I'm doing good, except I missed something. I might have missed it. I had a 7:30 a.m. meeting with a business at a business incubator group. But for Tuesday, what time is that going to be at?
7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Yep,
If we can
early
get
one.
that updated in the back office, because
It is. I did it as you announced it. Thanks, Harlequin. So
Okay.
that's all good back there in what's new and in the calendar of events. That'll be
And
there.
by the way, the support team found out about it when you did.
Oh,
So I
that's
decided
fine.
that as we were going live, but thanks for the reminder. It is there. We will be sending an email out as well.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify because I know in the past we've done it at 8 o'clock. So,
It's 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
okay.
Yep.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we got Mr. Thomas Stokes. You can go ahead and unmute, buddy.
There you go, Tom. Let's try unmuting yourself one more time. We probably have multiple people on the support team telling you to unmute, which makes it remute. So let's try one more time.
You're unmuted now.
Can't
But
hear
you're
you though, Thomas. Looks like something's trying to come through, but it's not coming through. Your mic might not be working. Thomas, what I recommend is if you could type your question into the chat box. Sorry, buddy. If you type it into chat, we'll make sure we get you answered. And I see Bill Shaw's got his hand up. So why don't we go to Bill?
Hey, good morning. I just wanted to ask a quick question on what software are you using to make your videos?
We made the video. Oh, you mean those AI videos?
Yes.
Using a company called Caption.
Caption. Okay.
Caption. And it's you upload the script and it, you pick the person and away you go.
Got
It
it.
does the rest. You can even put in your website and it'll create. No, it's not perfect. It's just we're testing messaging. And again, it's better than a text. And we're seeing the response to those as much as it's like Morgan said, she said, I love the words and I love the thing, but that person scared me. But I didn't mind that person, but that one scared me. And some of them are weird looking, right? But so you can play around with it, but we've got a few of them out there. We're just testing different things. And it's more about the messaging that we're testing. And I tell you what, the platform is outperforming Get Yourself Some Business Funding when the bank can't help you, we can. The most convenient way to get funding, that message is beating the performance of, do you need funding? We can get you funding. I mean, we're more than just funding. We're the most convenient way of getting funding. When you've got to move to alternative business funding, there's not one that's best for everybody. So you'd almost be a fool to go direct to a lender, to an alternative provider. You need to go to our platform. It's the most convenient way to get the best offer from the top 20 providers without having to apply at all 20. You say that to 100 businesses, they'll remember that place. They're not the first time you heard about Kayak or hotels.com or Travelocity, you didn't need a big explanation. You got it. If I want to check flights, I go to one place and boom, I got all the flights. They get that. So lead with that message because it is a compelling message and business owners are loving it. And even if they don't use it, I talked to last night, I went to a euchre party with my father at his club and I was just talking to people, what do you do? And I told them, I didn't say I said I'm in business funding, but I immediately moved into, we launched a platform. It's the most convenient way for business to get fund. And I didn't know what the guy on my right did. The guy on my right was an attorney. And he says, hey, I'm an attorney and I got a lot of business owner clients. So tell me, what do you mean this platform? So they just go out and fill out. It takes them 5 minutes. They put in their business information and upload 3 months checking statements and we find them the best offer from the top 20 providers. Really? Wow. Because he's helping these clients get funding. He's reading documents and applying here and there. It's compelling and just share the message. It's easy to share. You're not selling anything. You're conveniently helping. I want all of you to use Travelocity if you're looking for flights. I want all of you to look at hotels.com when you're looking for flights. Save yourself a bunch of time. I mean, hotels, it'll save you a bunch of time. I use Super Hotels for when I'm looking for hotels. Saves me a bunch of time. There's a bunch of them out there. And when it comes to business funding, you got to use Bank Breezy from DAC. You just got to. It just makes too much sense. Thanks, Bill. I know that
Perfect.
you wasn't
Great message.
got me moving. Thanks. And I'm a little under the weather today, so apologize if my energy seems a little bit low. But McGuire's got his hand up. Go ahead, McGuire.
I just want to throw a quick point in. Can you guys hear me? I don't see my mic moving. Oh, there it goes.
You're a little bit loud, buddy.
Just to touch on, what Wade said, those calls with him are probably one of the most important parts, in the funding process from start to finish. And it's something that I know we've probably all known of one way or another, but it goes into the, power of association or, some call it like the third party validation where bringing in that credible source at the end where he, this is all he does. He knows it in and out. This could help a client who's either on the fence of something and just wants to hear it from the source, the underwriters themselves. And that could sway someone who, just wants to hear some realness, right? And when you jump in on that, sometimes it actually does the opposite effect. So I know we've had some three-way calls with clients in the past that they just wanted to hear another voice or another opinion, and that helps with credibility. So I would say it's a lot more powerful when it's done the right way, and it can be very destructive when it's intervened on and things like that. So use it for the power of association that it's meant for, and if there's anything that needs to be talked about offline, one-on-one with Wade, keep it keep it simple and see where things go. But I've always found it to be more of a tool than a destructive force. So just wanted to throw that in there.
Love it. You're talking edification. Wow. You sound like you've been in network marketing for 20 years. So you just talked about edification, the third party expert, and guys, we talked about it the other day, right? We drew it on the whiteboard, and they may trust you, but they're going to respect someone else for funding. And they know you as they know you. So that third party expert and validation is huge. Well done, McGuire. Well done. Ellen Wynn's got her hand up. How you doing, Ellen?
Hey, David, I'm great. Good to see you all on Friday here. Hey, the AI videos are really good. And I know I saw the one that you created for the 7:30 Tuesday night invite. Do we have another one, a generic one for recruiting that's been created?
Not yet, but you notice I said Tuesday night at 7:30, and that's why this Tuesday is at 7:30. But we can create another one. We're
Yeah,
gonna create 20 or 30 of them so people can just
that
pick
would
and
be great if you
Yeah.
had one that had that recruiting message, but just said, see the link in the comments maybe, and that gives the agent a better opportunity to promote that. And then we
Yep.
can talk to those new agents about bringing people to the live presentation on Tuesday night. Where
Yeah.
can we find all of those AI videos? Are they in one space online? Where can we
In the
access
YouTube shorts, we put them up in the YouTube shorts.
YouTube Shorts? Okay,
YouTube
perfect.
shorts. Yeah.
Thanks
Yep.
for all you're doing. I love it.
Thank you. And by the way, I wanted to give applause to McGuire. He spoke up. He's gotten fundings each of the last few weeks, at least one. So well done, McGuire. Rock and roll. Keep it up, buddy. And we've got a couple more hands up. I see Sean and Nick. So we'll go with Sean and Nick, and then we'll call it a day. Go ahead, Sean.
Hey, how are you today?
Wonderful, buddy. How are you? One of us is breaking up.
I am doing good. Just wanted to make sure I have a meeting this week with two business owners that are on the low end for their monthly income. They're both diner owners. Both diners are a staple in a very small community of maybe 900 people. And the owners are wanting to keep themselves afloat. Being wintertime, it's the slow season for them. So they're looking for funding to try to help keep themselves afloat, be able to cover payroll, and keep their truck deliveries coming in.
Yep.
Is it something that we could help them with potentially?
Well, yeah, we can if they're doing revenue. Obviously, they got to be doing revenue
Yep.
and every month. The struggle is it right for us to help them? So the question comes down to what are they going to do with the money to help make sure they can pay back 1.4 times what they get? Let's just
Right.
assume they get 1.4. So let's say they only got 10,000. It may be good. They can keep the lights on and keep going. But now let's say they got to pay back 14 over the next 6 months. And that means they're going to pay back a couple grand a month. If right now they don't have a couple grand payment each month. So now they do. So the ideal situation is when, like, if they're going through a bad season because of the winter and, they know March spring break's coming and man, they're going to do 40,000 extra in sales and they can pay it all off in 1 month. So they're going to squeak by for one more month, but then they're going to do a bunch of sales. But if they don't have that bump in sales coming, it's not always the best thing to get money. They got to get their business improved. What they want to do is improve
Right.
the business model. And sometimes, if you sell the best hot dog in the world, but you're out in Yosemite National Forest and no one's around, your hot dogs aren't selling. But if you're sitting outside of a bar at 3 a.m, your hot dogs are all sold out, even if the bread's old. Location does matter. And unfortunately, it's going to be hard for those businesses, right? If there's only 900 people in the town, as much as we say shop local, buy local, sometimes they need to add more product inventory to sell. Maybe they get the money and add something else to their offering is their answer, not just get money. But I would think strategically with them to say, we could probably get you money, but what are you going to do with it? Is it just going to kick the can of pain down the road because the pain will be worse? Or is it going to create a new strategy that you can then generate more revenue? So, even putting a jukebox in there, I'm just using old school stuff, putting some video games in, some other revenue maker, something that they could try. But yeah, we could usually help them, but that's obviously sometimes the money is not the best thing for a client. Make sense? All right. Maybe you're in a
All right.
tight area. Thanks, buddy. Nick DeHame, how you doing, Nicholas?
Hey,
Looking
can you hear me,
good, buddy.
David?
Loud and clear.
Awesome. Phenomenal call. Just wanted to jump on. Appreciate all the shout out from Wade. I wanted to just jump on that subject a little bit. First off, McGuire, congratulations. He also jumped on the call on Wednesday on Wade's call, on the funding call. Great input and much value there. Congrats, McGuire. Keep up the great work, man. And just wanted to jump on what Wade had commented about bumping up a funding offer that I had asked if it was possible for the client. Wade was able to do that today, this morning. The offer came through. They bumped it up slightly. It's going to help the business owner out, and he just replied that he's going to be moving forward. So thank you, Wade, for all the work. And it's just wanted to really jump on here and mention and talk about what you were speaking about before, David, which is what I've come to find, and this is what I've been saying for a while, and for all new agents, is this is, whether it's team building or acquiring clients, but it's a relationship game. And it's all about that relationship. And I've learned, so I've been thinking to myself, so if I just joined DAC and I was thinking to myself, all right, what do I have to have in mind? What type of mindset do I have to have here to succeed and acquire clients, build a team? I have to have the mindset of building relationships, shaking hands, going to meetings, networking any way possible. Today with technology, we can do it from other countries or we can do it in person, but it's all about shaking those hands, having those conversations, spreading the word. So relationship game, the belief. Many may come to DAC, not have that belief yet, and you could hear us speaking about, you believe this first, believe what we have. And if you really haven't acquired a client, it's hard for that person to. You could see the infrastructure of DAC is phenomenal, right? But that belief starts with one conversation. So whatever the services you lead with, you go out there, have that conversation. We're all telling you this is something phenomenal. It is, and it only takes that one conversation for that person to trigger a spark of belief. Talking to a business owner, hey, listen, this is what I have. This is what we do. We help small businesses. We have a platform. If you can't get funding from your bank, we have the option and the platform to help you at least explore that option. And then once that person sees that reaction from that business owner, oh, thank you, that yes, that I appreciate it. That's that spark of belief that could ignite a fire within that person, or having a conversation with someone about its opportunity and bringing them on and finding out that they were looking for an opportunity and you were able to bring this forward to them, and that's going to start that spark of belief. So just wanted to jump on, share that. I just felt the need for it, and I'm very, very grateful to be part of DAC. David I said this a while back in my Agent of the Month interview. This is the machine. This is where I'm going to retire at some point. I have my personal goals, but we're sticking it through and we're going to make it happen.
Amen. Love it, buddy. Hey, and you're a great example, and you're going to duplicate yourself. Eventually, you have a team of people, and you already have a team, but you'll have a team of bunch of you. And so they'll be doing fundings every month as well. And you have a team of 100, 200 people doing fundings every month. And literally, it's financial independence. You only need 20 or 30 deals a month for financial independence in your whole team. And so it doesn't take much. It does take dedication. Most people don't activate into their business, right? Most people don't activate things, but everybody can. So I'm just going to encourage all of you today to react in a positive way, move forward, think about these three things quickly. Business owners are rock stars. They've got great ideas. They're brave. Most are breaking even or losing money. And even the ones that are making money they don't have a lot of cash flow, working capital available to invest into their business. And they've got growth ideas. They've got growth thoughts. They've got creative things. Think about it. They were brave enough to start a business and walk away from a guaranteed job income. They're brave people. They're go-getters. They're doers. They're action takers. But if they can't get money from a bank, they just got to grind and grind and grind. But when you let them know that there's a new industry called revenue-based capital that was started because banks have collateral requirements, profit requirements, credit requirements, time and business requirements. Now, all those things make it impossible for most businesses to get a loan. So alternative capital said, hey, we don't need collateral. We'll use your current revenue as your collateral. We'll advance your money against your future sales and we'll get paid back. We don't need a 700 FICO score. We'll do it at 550. We don't need 2 years in business of profit. We just need 4 months in business, 15,000 a month in revenue. If you can do those things and you'll upload bank statements to prove that, we can probably get you an offer. And the pricing is expensive, but banks charge 1.34 over 5 years. We're just charging that over 9 months or 12 months or 18 months, sometimes a little more, sometimes less. So it's not that much more. It just feels like more because you got to pay it quicker, right? So when you think about that, alternative business capital is great options. Problem is there's 100 plus out there. 80 of them are bad for clients. 20 or 30 are really good for clients, but there's not one who's good for all of them. So then you say, well, how do I know which one to apply it? You don't. We don't. We get an application. We can look at it. And we've been doing this for 10 years at come August. And we've looked at thousands of packages and we don't know for sure because that lender over there that last week loved construction businesses decided on Monday morning's meeting that we've got too much of our money invested into construction. We got to move more into the service space of restaurants because what happens if we have a wood shortage? Or what happens if some storm comes and construction goes, it's stopped? You know, whatever the thing, unions go on strike, whatever it may be, they get worried about where all their money is. So you don't know. Nobody knows. Even if you've used the same lender every year for 5 years, they may be the worst lender for you this year. So knowing that, you got to have a platform. Why would a client risk getting their best offer? For convenience is the only reason. Well, we're more convenient than applying with who they've got. Come get the convenient way with us. We'll find the best offer from those 20 providers, present it to your client within 1 business day, help manage the onboarding of that capital into their bank account. And it's all done for them, simply convenient. You want to see the best offer from the top 20 providers, don't you? Yeah. But do you want to apply at all 20? No, that's not convenient, but you don't have to because of the Bank Breezy funding platform from David Allen Capital. That message is just, you can't argue with that message. So how do you say that? We said it on a video in 45 seconds. Go watch it. It's in the YouTube page and it's exciting. I'll let McGuire bring us home. I see he's got his hand up. He must have something he wants to say. So McGuire, what do you got, buddy?
I just want to start with thanking you and Nick for the praise. I really appreciate it. I know that this atmosphere brings a lot of ups and downs and a lot of tweaks and changes in it. So when things start to roll in the right direction, it gives you some things to keep around and work on. But I just wanted to end on one thing. It was something I actually wrote in my work journal last night. But I've been following a guy. He's out of New York, and they basically do MCA funding, but on a much different level than what we do. They basically have boiler rooms where they have some lender relationships and they call and say that they can take care of their clients. A lot of using the word I can take care of you, I can find, I this and that. And every single call or interaction that they have, they leave with, can we get you some funding today? Maybe we could start an app today or things like that. And I thought, how is, Bank Breezy different just as a tool, as a resource, right? We have, it's not it's the platform that's doing it, and Wade that's having the connections and reaching out. So we're not just one broker who, wants someone to trust them and believe in them. We have an entire system and an entire family of people who are working around the clock for them. So I thought that's so powerful because I still have yet to see anything that comes close to that. And then I took it a step further, when we're approaching clients and talking to clients. I've found it to be so useful to, especially when you're meeting someone for the first time, to inform them and kind of put the information in their hands. Obviously, it's something that's has to be new to them or something that's valuable. And I pictured it like a door-to-door salesman. My example I wrote down was somebody coming around, for oil changes. Oh, here's the card. We have the, best oil changes, and we'll, do your air filter for free. And, could I put you on the list of, potential people to, come visit us or something like that. It poses a question to them whether they're ready to trust you right then and there, and whether they're ready to believe in what you have to offer on the spot. And most people don't have the bandwidth to respond to that, or even determine if that's something they're willing to do. But if you imagine someone coming up to your doorstep saying, "Hey, we understand oil changes are, just sometimes a weird process, and you've got guys trying to offer you a bunch of different add-ons and, things of that nature. But I just wanted to drop this to you guys. We really do value every customer that comes through, and we want to make sure that we save you a couple, extra $20 every time you come, so you can take your wife to eat that night or something. And you just leave it with them. Not, hey, could I put you on the list of, desired customers we might be getting this month? And you just leave that with them. They might put that down on their counter and stare at it a couple times and say, you know what? He wasn't prying for anything. I'm going to look into it at the very least. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe I got a car that they don't service, but I'm going to look into that because he offered me a solution. He offered me something that it's true, right? Oil changes are a hassle, in a relationship. And when you let people simmer on those things, you'd be much more surprised how they react to that than if you try to create a full relationship in that first conversation. So I've had people appreciate that. I've also had people that were ready to move now, and that's totally up to them. But when you put the ball in their court and you show them that we are here and we have a lot more work to do than just press them for a yes or no, it ends up being very beneficial. So I had that
Yeah.
thought last night. I just wanted to share that with everyone because that's
Love it.
been great for me.
Love it. Appreciate it. I love the contributions, guys. Everybody who's having success is sharing some tips. And I see Thomas. We're going to try you one more time, Thomas. See if you can unmute yourself here. I hear the squeaking still, same squelching noise. I think you got a problem with your microphone. So unfortunately, we're unmuting you, but we hear squelching. But I did see your text that you typed in. The videos aren't shareable from the Facebook group. So we have two Facebook pages. One is the group, the DAC agent group. That is a private group, so videos can't be shared from there, even if you mark them public. Because it's a private group, things can't be shared. So we also put them in the Facebook page, the DAC Facebook page, which is open to the public. So you can share them from the page, you can't share from the group. But we also add them on YouTube. So you can, from YouTube, you can move them, you can share them, share the link, etc. Share the link right from your text, in your phone. But so we've got multiple ways you could share it there. We're also probably going to put them in Vimeo and let you download them to your phone. We're working through some of these things we're testing still. So bear with us as we create stuff. Grab it, use it the best you can. We'll make it a little more convenient. I was with my dad last night and he's like, I should be able to text this video to people. I said, you can, Dad. You can text it. I text it to you, text it. Well, how? And so I showed him. I just downloaded it to my photos. And then I just selected it just like you select a photo to send. And then, of course, you got to type your ID number in the message. There's no ID number in the video. So it's not a it's a tool that you can use, but it's not a marketing funnel page or anything like that yet. We're testing messaging and we'll be improving the onboard team. But in the end, if all we had to do was run an ad on Fox News, we don't need agents, right? You guys serve a purpose. That's why you get most of the commission. If it's just a matter of let's get 1 million people to go to our platform and pay no commissions out, I mean, that's not the thing. So you guys have to do some things too, right? You actually have to have communication with people. And some of those things is actually forwarding a video link and talking to the client. It's not just cold marketing. It is not just cold marketing. Some people will build landing pages and send people to a landing page. Good for you. If you've got the ability and you want to do that, do that. We are doing similar things on our Facebook page for all of you. I'm sorry, on our DAC group page for all of you. But until that's done, you guys have to be resourceful. We teach you how, we say what to say, we say how to approach people. The training has never changed since 2015. It is the exact same message. Start with your warm market, then go to people that you do business with, then go to your local chambers and associations, dominate local, then go to advertising, right? So the warm market is always the best. Your local market, dominate it, support it, secure it, be a leader in it. And of course, advertising and promotion can help as well. All right, we're going to go, guys. We've given enough time for questions. Sorry. We had all the questions before. Sorry, Anthony. I see your hands up. Please email support. We've hit the 45-minute limit, so we